now that the shrimp is cooked, you can we peel it. And you want to peel it after you cook it, not before. It may seem easier, but I find that it just shrivels up faster. And your shrimp just doesn't, or prawn, doesn't come out as plump and juicy. And once it's been, you peel the shrimp, we will be splitting it in half. Which
I will do right now.
We will do right now to show you. So, oh, nice.
Sharp knife, very important.
Sharp knife, right. Okay.
And that's the
vein.
The vein that you can just simply wash off.
Or leave it. It really doesn't make a difference in taste. Alright, the pork is ready now. You can see the broth is still nice and clear. You can see all the way through the bottom. So it'll be a great soup for tomorrow. And just take it out, same thing we did with the shrimp / prawn. And again,
we're calling it prawns.
Okay, prawns. And put it in we'll soak it with water again to stop the cooking process. Okay, we will demonstrate cutting up the pork now. It's just basically just slicing it. Not too thick, but not too thin. You can see there. That's the pork belly. Do you want to hold up a piece so we can see the 3 layers? Let's see if we can get a good zoom in there. You can see the layer of meat, and then you have a layer of fat, and then a layer of the skin right there. Okay? And here's the piece of the pork sirloin, the lean meat. And slice it pretty much the same size.
And now we are going to start with the sauce. Just get a saucepan, heat up some oil. I'm just using olive oil. And plenty of garlic, chopped. The oil is there just so that the garlic doesn't burn so quickly.
You never want to saute garlic in oil anyways.
Good point. Let's cook this over medium-high heat until it starts to turn brown.
Smells good.
I'm using olive oil, but regular cooking oil will do. As you can see, the garlic is lightly brown and thoroughly softened. Now I'm going to just scoop in about 3 ladles of the hoisin sauce. It's alright to make too much because you can always store it, and given how easy this dish is to make, you can use it again and again. No waste. Okay, we're just mixing around to incorporate the garlic, the oil, nice diffusion into each other. This on its own, it's got a good consistency. However, it's very salty because it's concentrated. So that broth that we did not throw out earlier, we use about 3 ladles of that just to thin it out. And this will ease up the saltiness flavor a little bit. And as you can see by volume, we now have copious amounts of this good old sauce. And I know a lot of people out there saying, where's the peanut? Given that it's called peanut sauce. Well, the peanut goes on top, goes into your dipping dish at time of serving.
However, in this household we have a peanut allergy, so we're a peanut-free kitchen house basically. So if you want to use peanuts, you would just take some peanuts and roast it in your toaster oven, and then you would just remove the peel and just crush up your peanuts, and that just put it on top. Just garnish your sauce right before dipping.
It's coming up to temperature again. The broth, making it very loose, as you can see. This is about the time where you check for flavoring. Obviously it's quite salty because hoisin. Just go, it looks like a lot, don't worry, you health conscious people out there.
The hoisin is very salty, so you do need that much sugar to take off the edge. Okay.
Yeah, just check the flavoring, it's still a little bit salty, so another half. This is a tablespoon. This should do it. I will also get a consensus.
And
The masses agree, it is good. So, as loose as this is right now, if you were trying to dip it at this level of consistency, it just won't stick onto your roll very well. So you just thicken it with the simple flour and water mix. I think it's called a roux, R-O-U-X or something like that. But stir it in. You want to get it, you know, thick as it was before we added the broth. Because this way, when you dip, it actually coats your roll nicely. As you can see, it's nice and thick. It's almost pudding consistency. And as soon as the liquid comes back to a boil, that's when it reaches its full level of thickness. As you can see, it's nice and thick now. And this, as we say, finito. Just turn off, set the table, and we're gonna be eating about 5-10 minutes, depending on how fast we can get things set up. But otherwise, everything is done. The meat, the veggies, the vermicelli, and
shrimp.
Of course the shrimp. Oh, lastly, hot water, and you'll see why.
Put on a pot, or put on a kettle now of hot water. Okay, so we have set the table now. Just point out each one to you. We've got some. Here's the vermicelli. Here's our plate of pork and shrimp. We've got our plate of veggies, which consists of the romaine lettuce, the chives, some onions, mince, and bean sprouts. We've got our bowl of hot water, which was just boiled on the kettle. And each person has a plate in front of them. And we shouldn't have used the C2 ones, but there's a plate there. And a bowl of hoisin sauce. Okay, now we'll demonstrate the rolling. With the rice paper, it comes out, it's firm, so you need to dip it very briefly into the hot water to soften it up. Onto the plate it goes. Okay, and then we'll start with a couple of shrimp prawns that have been sliced in half previously. Just lay it across like that. Some lettuce. Or anything else. Some lettuce, then some mint. Just lay it across like that, the lettuce. Looking very nice. Okay, now we add the vermicelli.
As you can see, fingers are very well used in this dish.
So, okay, and then he's gonna add some meat.
Mom?
Yes?
What's that sound?
Yes, you talking. And add a bit of bean sprouts. The bean sprouts adds a really nice freshness to your mouth. Yeah, we can see Daddy. See? Okay. And now the part to roll. So here's the trick, okay? So fold in two opposite ends. This will take practice. You won't get this on the first try. Sorry.
If you do,
Okay, if you do, that's great.
you're born to do this.
Okay, so you fold it inside, and then you want to turn the plate so that it's straight like that. Add the chives and onions just across like that. And roll from the end. Keep it nice and tight. Many years of practice. And voila! You've got a Vietnamese salad roll. Lovely. You can see all the different colors. Let's dip it into the sauce. Let's take a dip there and a bite. Okay. See how the sauce sticks onto their roll there? And enjoy. Go for it. Mmm.
Tasty.
Yeah.
It's really easy. Even kids ages.
Kids can do this. Okay, we've trained them so that they each have their own place setting. And away we go. Bon appetit!
Cheers.